empowerment. And I think most of people know the one part of the benefit from the medicine Buddha. Most of we call the healing Buddha, but I think more detail will come tomorrow when we go through the medicine Buddha Sutra. Actually, it's not just only healing. Medicine Buddha is they're more than that. So then every empowerment is the same. This basically belongs to the Vajrayana. Empowerment is a kind of like in the Buddhism. Normally we we dividing into the three kind of yana. Yana means the vehicles, transportation. Three type of transportation in the Buddhism is one called the Sharvaka vehicles. One is called the Pratijna Buddha vehicles, and one is called the Bodhisattva vehicles. So this is how dividing from the Buddha's Sutra. Sharvaka vehicle is mostly this day people call the Theravada or Hinayana vehicles, which is not necessary, not need to empowerment. And Pratijna Buddha is also kind of similar there, but a little bit different. We don't need to go to too detail about those two today, but today is a part of the Mahayana vehicles. So basically, journey is the same. This is like a private. You can say maybe like a motorcycles, vans and airplane. Three different type of transportations or train. So one is carrying only one individuals, but one is carrying a little bit more than one person. Then one carrying everyone together. So it's a Mahayana is basically it's a great vehicles. Why is it called a great vehicles? Because a practitioner taking more responsibility than self's liberation. So your intention is not just because you are want to free from samsara. It's called a motivation of the bodhicitta. Sometimes you use the bodhicitta, sometimes called the altruistic motivations. So whatever you're doing for others' sake. Why you're doing for the others' sake is because you are fortunate enough have a precious human life. You are fortunate enough have a freedom. You are fortunate enough have a wisdom. And you are fortunate enough have an interest on the Dharma that you can practice. But many sentient beings want to be free from suffering, but they don't know how to liberate themselves from the suffering. So for their sake, you want to become enlightenment. So that reason is called the great vehicles, which is mean that you're with a heavy responsibility. Like if you getting the personal license. The license is not that important, it's not difficult, it's easy to get. But if you are getting the license for the bus driver or airplane or train, your license is much harder to get. Why? Because your responsibility is more. So similarly, Mahayana means that you carry on heavy responsibility. Make sense? So this Mahayana is divided into two, called the Sutra and Tantra. So Tantra is then you have to go through the empowerment, called the ripening empowerment and liberation instructions. So that the ritual have to start from the empowerment. So today we go this called empowerment or initiation. Basically, it's a kind of like a ceremony that can get us to permission to can practice this particular practice. So today we go through the medicine Buddha, and all empowerment is the same. That at the beginning of the ceremony, you have to offering called the spirit torma. Torma is a food, cake. Okay, so there's many different type of a torma offering, food offering. So Western, sometimes people they always think that the torma is have to be, always be shaped that Tibetan make. It doesn't matter, as long as it is not poison, and particularly a certain spirit, they are really sensitive. So make sure not get to like a impure material such as a meat, garlic, onion, because they're really sensitive. So they don't like. So other than that, like flour, fruit, water, anything is become a torma, mean the offering, food offering. So one thing is make sure when you're offering those, particularly allowed those spirit, then make sure not mix with the impure materials, which is meat and garlic and onion, and this. Also why meat is impure, because it's part of the impure body, and the garlic and onion and those kind of things really bad smell. So they are really sensitive. Why they are sensitive? Because they don't have a physical body like us who can tolerate. They have a mental body. Only they have a mental body, so they really physically suffer when things, unfavorable things come to near them. So that reason, make sure any of this. So this is what we call the spirit dharma. Now, why, sometimes you may think, in the Buddhism, we have to benefit every sentient being. Then spirit is a part of the sentient being. Why we sending them away? We're not including them part of the ceremonies. So basically, this one said, spirit dharma is mean that said lots of spirit that you can move away, so that way we can practice. Reason is same as a human being. Lots of human beings don't like dharma. I remember seeing when those peace monks peace walk. Yeah, there are few individuals come and they kind of like saying bad things in front of them. So you saw that one. So this is same as a spirit realm too. Certain beings, they're really favorable to the Dharma, but many of them also not. Why this has happened is first of all, why they're born in the spirit. Because of the negative emotion. Reborn in the lower realm, we talked last night. Reborn in the lower realm is a result of the negative emotions. So you have this habit of negative emotions. With that negative emotion, everything is bothering you. No matter what, even people, like when you are angry, when even people say hello, good morning, it irritate you. Yeah? So that is that way. When your mind is really negative, everything becomes negative. Even somebody try to do favorable, it becomes irritating to you. So this reason, lots of those spirits, because of the nature of their negative, they don't like the seeing Dharma, and it make them also suffering. So basically, this is, I always said, this is peacemaker. So there's a ritual for the bathing and ritual for the dharma offerings. Ritual for the bathing is the first we have to go, which is mean the supposed to be have to do at the door. Because when we enter into the mandala, we need to physically and mentally pure. So this is you receive the water. This water is blessed by the mantra. And when you're receiving, normally you receive in the left hand, and you sipped 3 times. That is a symbol of purifying the body, speech, mind. Okay. Then remain is put in the on the ground. So when you're sipping, purifying all the inner impurities, and when you put it on your crown, is called purifying the outer impurities. So you're physically preparing to ready to welcome all the divine wisdom into you. So this is that's why we do this ritual. So you will receive this water from Anila, then meditate this way. Okay. Chitra Tamba Sanjene, Lana Jene Trusada, Laye Junen Dabaye, Tishinda Jetrejo, Omasawata, Gada Ambijin Gada Samaya Shireye, Om Baza Sado Samaya, Mano Balaya, Baza Sado Tenombai, Tisha Jeto Membawa, Todo Jayo Membawa, Sobo Kayo Membawa. Then this second one is as I earlier mentioned, Torma offering. So Om Ambeza Amenda Gondale Hana Hana Hombe, Omosubo, Shida Sarwa Damasobo, Shida Han, Tomanjindo Jo, Domangala Ala Rambajino Yasha Juvenado Oma, Hon Shuala Joy. Tomatashin Toba Mamba Saba Mamba Dewa Chavaja Genova Nagata Yamba Jo, Omaga, Romaga Sawa the Mane Ajanuman and the Oma Beso, Omaga, Romaga Sawa the Mane Ajanuman and the Oma Beso, Omaga, Romaga Sawa the Mane Ajanuman and the Oma Beso. Jum de Shishiba and Jemala Chazalo, the Shishiba Sunzi Dambala Chazalo, the Shishiba Kunjana Chazalo, the Shishiba Jabatanja Yuso Travel Chazalo, Namasawata, Gata Awalo, Jida Oma Sambara Sambar, Namasawata, Gata Awalo, Jida Oma Sambara Sambara Ho, Namasawata, Gata Awalo, Sambara Sambara Ho, Gash, Zamo, Jumbo Nanda, Sambo, Sanjanaba. Jewas Dedan de la Sawa Shajan Dejan Debo Chava de Number Samba Sanjanala Dre Change Donet Tuje Yanda Donla Jumbo Gola Chaba Janon Jejuan Dia Sangye Menla Sola Ranje Lula Chana Noma Omo Chamba Chunga Lula Ngomba Nande Nyawa Sojola Okay. Then this is called the mandala offerings, which is a offering of all the everything universe to the deity of the. In today, you visualize in front of you in the space, medicine Buddha, surrounded by all the Buddha and Bodhisattva, like when you see cloudy day, all the space is filled with a cloud. Similarly, like that, whole the space is completely filled with all the enlightened beings, and they are, principle of this today's mandala is a medicine Buddha. So medicine Buddha is surrounded by all the Buddha and Bodhisattva and the Guru, lineage master, and all of them. And then in front of that, you are offering all your body, wealth, possession, and all the visible, everything is a part of the offering mandala with this meditation. And please do the one short, this mandala offering, page 6. Sangye Menla mende pyowa ye, Doko namda chendo chu parashu, Changja wadan chuchi shabadan, Jesu ye rangu shenso wa ye, Jungse taje jisaba, Tamje zobe chanju chengo idam guru rana mandala padisa sohas. Okay, thank you. Now, this, as I earlier mentioned, is a medicine Buddha's empowerment initiation. And this medicine Buddha, when Buddha was Buddha, in India, majority of Buddha's time, he traveled. When he traveling, not sightseeing, for sharing his knowledge, giving chance to people to offering him food, and he shared the Dharma teachings. So Buddha traveled lots of places around central India, and one time when Buddha was traveling through the Vesali, so all the Buddha and all his disciples, many of them, traveling together. Then, certain point, Buddha was resting under the one tree called the Ramataji. It's called the musical tree. I think that's a particular tree's name. When Buddha was resting, and because of the Buddha's blessing, Bodhisattva Majushri stood up and requesting of the name of those Buddha, anyone who call their name or remind their name, and what kind of a benefit, benefit, which is later, I think maybe today or tomorrow we can go through that. You can see, each. So when Buddha requesting Majushri, Buddha mentioned 7 Sugata, name of 7 Sugata. Anyone who call those 7 Sugatas name and what kind of benefit can get. Okay, so Buddha mentioned that way called the 8 Sugatas. Why is 8 Sugatas? Including the Shakyamuni Buddha, who was the teacher of this particular sutra. That way called the 8 Sugata. But Buddha mentioned about the 7 Buddha's name. Anyone who call those 7 Buddhas name and you get the benefit, there's a several different benefit. One is from there, by reciting their name, you get a benefit of healing. Another one is when you are a human life, you recite that, you hear those Sugata's name. And even after hearing those names, after reciting their mantra, maybe you did something mistake, something wrong. Because of that wrong, if you're born in the lower realm, at that time you will remember the Buddha's name. So because of that recollection, you will be liberated from the lower realm to quicker, reborn in the higher realm. So there's many benefit. Detail is we can go through the sutra. So that way, when Majushri said in the degeneration time, Their sentient beings are corrupted mind with afflicted emotion. Because of those afflicted emotion, they became born to the lower realm. If they are lower realm, and what kind of name of the Buddha help them? So Buddha mentioned about those 7 different Sugadas name, including medicine Buddha. Okay, that is later it become a medicine Buddha Sutra. Sutra is become. So when Buddha gave this Sutra, at that time there was also Vajrapani, and there was Indra, Brahma, and 4 guardian of the Dharma king, and there's called the 12 Yaksha, as a spirit. They're not human. They also part of the entourage of the Buddha, traveling together Buddha. So they promised to Buddha, anyone who recite that this Buddha's name, anyone who remember that, keep in the sutra, anyone who recite in the sutra and recite the mantra, we will protect them. So that way, this particularly those, of course, the Vajrapani is the mainly collector of all the Vajrayana teaching, but especially Indra, Brahma, and 4th guardian of the Dharma king, 12 Yaksha, they promised to the Buddha to, in the future, anyone who recites the name, we will protect them. So that is what happened. And this later, this empowerment, actually, Bodhisattva Manjushri gave it directly to the Shankarashita. Shankarashita who came to Tibet around 7th or 8th century with the Bhema and he gave to the Tibetan king, especially King Tenzin. And from the Tenzin to came, there's called the Nyingma tradition lineage. Later also the bearing under the treasure and review by, I think, one of the main treasure reviewer, or is it going into one of those? They review, and it's also become a Dharma tradition. But later, when Adisha came to Tibet, also because Shankarashita had a many disciple in India, he gave in India. When Adisha received from his lineage, Adisha received, and Adisha also brought to Tibet. So that way, this is a combination of the both older tantra and new tantra, both kind of this particular empowerment. And normally in Tibet, medicine Buddha is mainly as we call the Sutra practice, Sutra tradition, but also there's a Tibetan physician. Yudo Yundegombo. There's a 2 Yudo Yundegombo happened. One is came around the 7th century. He received this transmission teaching, the physician, medicine Buddha from the Barojana. And later also new Yudo. He went to India in the later, I think around maybe 11th century. He went to India. Also, he brought many medicine teachings from India, including this. So then now you can see in the Digung tradition called the Sambhogakaya medicine Buddha. We have this practice, particularly medicine Buddha, Sambhogakaya form. So that is actually Anuyoga Tantra. Even this one, today's empowerment is called the Anuyoga Tantra. According to the this lineage. So, and by receiving this name of the medicine Buddha, like normally we said Buddha Amitabha is the one of the great Buddha that anyone who call his name can be reborn in the Sukhavati Pure Land. But even the Amitabha Buddha said you have to have complete 4 course to reborn in the Amitabha Pure Land. But the medicine Buddha, they not have that kind of also conditions. Said anyone just hearing the name of the medicine Buddha and recollecting the medicine Buddha's name can be reborn in the Pure Land of the Vidriya Pure Land. So it's even the much more easier than actually medicine Buddhas. I mean Amitabhas. Yeah, this medicine Buddha. So not just only practitioner, even some who have a broken the vow, who have a giving up the dharma, who have a stinginess, who have a moral opposite of the moral, immoral, yeah, religious kind of a person. Even that kind of person, if hear the name of this particular Buddha, and also the person who have a strong, self center, so that way they have a strong jealousy, that kind of afflictive emotion, strong one, can be even that kind of a person. Not just only a good practitioner, even the really bad practitioner. You can be protected by all those, like earlier mentioned about the Vajrapani, Indra, Brahma, and for guardian of the Dharma King, 12 Yaksha, and they will protect continually. And when they're protecting you continually, what benefit is also, and all kind of a evil spell and a kind of bad energy, that kind of bad things cannot harm you. Make sense? Yeah. So that reason, this not just only because sometimes people said medicine Buddha is for the good for healing, not just for the healing, also liberation, really good. When I was young, one day, one of my relative aunt's husband, he was a former monk, so he was really good with the ritual. So he did, one day somebody died, and he wanted to do the medicine Buddha's liberation puja. I thought medicine Buddha's liberation puja cannot be, because medicine Buddha is good for healing. How come? But then later I read the medicine Buddha's sutra, and that medicine Buddha sutra said this is also not just only good for healing, also very good for the liberation, and particularly being who born in the lower realm, like for example, some of your family member who pass away, and they may be created a negative karma. When you recall this medicine Buddha's name, for sake of their, for their sake, they get benefit. They can hear the name, this mantra, and when they hear the mantra, if they're born in the lower realm, particularly, they can be liberated from there much quicker. Make sense? So otherwise, lower realm's lifespan is really long. Like a saying is Hunger Games, the lifespan is humans like 500 years. Then, as I just detail, you should read in the jewel ornament. But either way, even that kind of lifespan can be liberated really fast by reciting this mantra of the medicine Buddha. Not just only for you, your loved one, and anyone who Amy, you can benefit for them. So
we just recite the mantra and we dedicate it.
Yeah, for sake of their name. Yeah. Which is in the text. I will explain. Mm-hmm. In the text, there's have how to visualizing when you recite the mantra. This afternoon, I think if you stay this afternoon, I will explain that one. So now here in the Buddhism, only can give the teachings who requires, who willing to receive. So that way they always have a request is involved. So here when you request, you have to request it and say, you request it to me now. Basically said Vajra holder and also Buddha and Bodhisattva in 10 directions. And particularly 8 Sugata. And Vacha Masters, please hear me. I am from now on until complete unsurpassable enlightenment and Bhagavan or Buddha, the medicine Buddha, and I want to be my deity. So please bestow me this empowerment. So that is what meaning is when you're requesting, when you're repeating with me, meaning is that one. So remember that meaning, and you visualizing Bhajan Master, who is also the kind of inseparable of the medicine Buddha. In front of that, you're requesting this one. And with this, please repeat with me. Lama, Dorje, Zimba, Lasoba, Choju, Sangye, Jansim, Tamje Dang, Deshe, Menla, Che Dun Dang, Lobun, Dahala, Gongsusu, Dadu, Dine, Songde, Janchu, Nimbola, Chigi, Bardo, Jomdende, Mengila, Vidruya, Weji Kiabo, Yidamdo, Lobengi, Zedusu, Lama, Dorje, Zimba, Lasoba, Choju, Sangye, Jansim, Tamje Dang, Deshe, Menla, Che Dun Dang, Lobun, Dala, Gongsusu, Dadu, Dine, Sonde, Janchu, Nimbola, Chiki, Bardo, Jomdende, Mengila, Vidruya, Weji Gebo, Yidamdo, Lobengi, Zedusu, Lama, Dorje, Zimba, Lasoba, Choju, Sangye, Jansim, Tamje Dang, Deshe, Menla, Che Dun Dang, Lobun, Dala, Gongsusu, Dadu, Dine, Sonde, Janchu, Nimbola, Chigi, Bardo, Jomdende, Mengila, Vidruya, Weji Gebo, Yidamdo, Lobengi, Zedusu. And in called the 5 perfection in the Vajrayana. What is the 5 perfection? As a Vajrayana practitioner, this 5 subject is a necessity for becoming unmistaking practice. If your practice is lacking in this 5 subject, I will explain, and your practice is never become a perfection. Okay, so what you need is for the practitioner is first, any Dharma practitioner have to take refuge to the 3 jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So normally we said there's a 2 type of refuge called the generally refuge. What is a generally refuge? Mean the Buddha as a teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Dharma as his teaching called the 84,000 hips of Dharma. Sangha as there's a called the Buddha called the four Sangha. Lay, male and female called the Upasaka and Upasika. Lay, vow holder, practitioner, and ordained monks and nuns, male and female ordained. So this is called the 4 Sangha. Okay, so all those followers of the Buddhas too until now called the lineage masters, they all Sangha. Okay, when come to the so this is called the general 3 jewels. Buddha as a teacher, Dharma as a teaching, Sangha as a community. If we do well, we can become a part of that Sangha of the community because we can pass to the next generation. You know, so that is generally 3 jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Then particularly each mandala had their own 3 jewels. So when each mandala, what is three jewels are the Buddha of that particular principle of the mandala, that is Buddha. So today's, who is the principle of the Buddha in that today's mandala? Medicine Buddha. Yeah, today's principle Buddha is a medicine Buddha. So all the teachings, particularly medicine Buddha Sutra, is the Dharma. And anyone who practicing medicine Buddha, following through this practice, is called the Sangha. Particularly this lineage of the master, we receive this lineage master, and all them are Sangha. So this one. Now, in the generally, there's no true Buddha. Each time, only one Buddha. So how come now we have two different? One is called the general Buddha of the teacher, and one is called the mandala of the Buddha of the teachers. So when generally it's talking about the human realm here. Okay, mandala is we're not talking about it here. We're no longer here. We are in the pure land of the Buddha, medicine Buddha. In that pure land, medicine Buddha is the Buddha of the teacher. In this land where we are in the Jambudvipa, the Shakyamuni Buddha is the teacher, Buddha of the teacher. Make sense? That way there's no contradictory. Okay. So both of them have to evolve, because without the Shakyamuni Buddha, this particular teaching is not exist in our realm. And but just not only Shakyamuni Buddha, we have to transform everything in that mandala of the medicine Buddha. So we're no longer here. We are in the state of medicine Buddha's pure land. So that way, we have to take refuge. So when we here particularly say, when saying take a refuge to the Buddha, you have to visualize it as a principle of the Buddha, which is the medicine Buddha. We have to take a refuge to the Dharma. So you have to say, all the medicine Buddha Sutra is the Dharma. And we have to take refuge to the Sangha. Then all the practitioner, all the retinue and their Sanghas. So in the medicine Buddha mandala, there's a center is a medicine Buddha. Then the one side of the medicine Buddha is the scripture, the medicine Buddha Sutra. And two sides of the medicine Buddha, there's a two kind of Bodhisattva called the sun-like Bodhisattva and moon-like Bodhisattva. They are the Sangha. So these three jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you have to, according to the medicine Buddha, you have to see them as the three jewels. Then another way also you have to say medicine Buddha's body is the Sangha, medicine Buddha's speech is Dharma, medicine Buddha's mind is Buddha. So either way, you need those three of the called the object to take refuge. Okay, and when you take a refuge, there's have different intentions. When Mahayana taking refuge, you need intention of a motivation of a compassion. With the compassion motivation, you have to take refuge to the three jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Okay, the intention is a compassion. Then when you this all is called a causal refuge. When you rely on these three jewels, one day you will awake your own inner Buddha. Make sense? That's called a resorted refuge. So you will become that Buddha by relying on the causal refuge. Okay, so this first one is the subject is taking refuge to the three jewels. I mentioned the five. Okay, for the Vajrayana practitioner. Then second one is a confess. Confess means the purification, purifying. Sometimes you may think, oh, I don't need to confess, I haven't done anything. If you haven't done anything, you are not here. You are in the, Sukhavati, or you are in the unsurpassable enlightenment. We have a karmic obscuration. We have an obscuration of the afflicted emotion called the liberation, obscuration of the omniscience. Those obscuration, because of those obscuration, we're in the samsara. So we must confessing all the wrongdoing or negative karma with knowledge, without knowledge. So every day we have to confessing, the second one is a confess. So another way is also confess is basically saying yes, I have a problem, I need help. Then who can help you? It's Dharma can help you. Because beside the Dharma, no one can help you this problem. Problem is called the suffering of samsara. No one can liberate you free from suffering, no matter how powerful they are. There's one Bodhisattva, he's selling his flesh and bone to, collect the money to buy flower and offering to the one Buddha to receive teachings. So Indra said, he testing, his determination, but then he was, really great. So Indra said, okay, you are so great, you ask me anything you want. So this Bodhisattva said, give me the liberation. And Indra said, that's beyond my capacity. I cannot give you that one. So worldly being cannot give you this true liberation. Yeah. So we have to acknowledging our problem, acknowledging our obscurations. So then we're confessing. So that way, second one is a confess. And then third one is a rejoice. Rejoice means that then you have to build your the mind have to become a positive. Normally our mind is always be negative. Even somebody is doing something wonderful, you get jealous. Because that is not you. So somebody is getting that reward, somebody is getting that recognition, then you get jealous. So how to liberate from that negative emotion? To say learn how to rejoice. When anyone sees something good, rejoice them. Even you cannot do right now, you rejoice them. One day you become capable to do that one. Okay, then your mind become pure. Make sense? Yeah. So that's these three. Then fourth one is a crucial for the Vajrayana, called the generating bodhicitta. Particularly deity yoga, without the bodhicitta, deity yoga is not complete. Because Buddha manifests form body like a Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya Buddha is a manifestation of from the bodhicitta. All the enlightened manifestation is the embodiment of the bodhicitta. So they are, because of the bodhicitta they manifest. If you don't have a bodhicitta, then you are not complete. Even you visualizing as a totally, body of that particular deity. So one of my guru, Lamkhe Rinpoche said, without the bodhicitta, if you practice the peaceful deity, can be reborn in the higher realm, like god realms, 33 god realms, or become like Indra or something. But if you practice the wrathful deity, you have a good chance to become evil spirit. So bodhicitta is the essential point of the Vajrayana practice. Aspiration bodhicitta and action bodhicitta. Particularly, there's two types of bodhicitta called the relative bodhicitta and absolute bodhicitta. Here is really most important is a relative bodhicitta. Aspiration bodhicitta, action bodhicitta, we did this prayer at the beginning, page 3. That is true bodhicitta. So must generate bodhicitta. That is like in the Digungaji tradition, we call the five-fold path of the Mahamudra. Mahamudra practitioner need those 5 subjects. So preliminary is a bodhicitta in that practice. And actually practice is a Mahamudra. And Mahamudra need deity yoga and guru yoga. So that is actually practice. So that reason we must generate a bodhicitta. So I'm sure you already received your refugee vows and already received the Bodhisattva vows. But through this also ritual continually, it recollect our bodhicitta. Like many bodhicitta said, you have to recall your bodhicitta for 3 times a day and 3 times a night. So that way we have to receive this bodhicitta vow continually through the ceremony. Okay, so that is the 4th one. Then 5th one is called dedication. must dedicate it. Unmistaking dedication, because sometimes people practicing for the worldly benefit, how to become rich, how to become smart, how to become powerful, how to become attractive. For those reasons you practicing Dharma. It's called a mistaking practice. Because no matter how much you gain those, that's a temporary. It not go with you forever. So the reason we have to dedicate it unsurpassable enlightenment. Any merit you do, always dedicated unsurpassable enlightenment. So these 5, when with this supported by these 5, then your Vajrayana practice become a really pure and perfect. So that way I call this called the this 5 subject is called the Nganambartaba in the Tibetan. Nganambartaba means the 5 perfection or 5 pure. So with this supported by these 5, your practice is becoming perfection or your practice is becoming pure. Pure means the unmistaking. Make sense? So any time you practicing, this you have to carry on. Once you receive the empowerment, you have to carry on this. Those subjects is a really important part of the practice. It's called the preliminary practice. Preliminary practice is a kind of like foundation. I think if you want to build really stable house, what is the most important part is the foundation. I heard in the like Taiwan, mini building, earthquake not going to destroy it. Why? Because they put special technique, special kind of like a equipment in the base, in the foundation that help hold even the earthquake cannot destroy it. So that reason, foundation is everywhere is really important, and same things with the practice, Dharma practice too. Sometimes our practice is really unstable. Why? Because we don't have a stable foundation. So these 5, because sometimes people have this idea of, this is just preliminary. Like, it seems like, those for the beginner. I'm already advanced. I don't need them. And also, when somebody is talking about the advanced teachings, people really into, wow, those are really high and so attractive. But when somebody is talking about the preliminary teaching, said, this is just basic. Not important. But in the Kagyu tradition, basically said, preliminary is the more important than actually. Because Jidasumga said, preliminary is the more important than the actual practice. Why? Because without the preliminary practice, wind channel bindu practice cannot bring you to the nirvana. Because wind channel bindu is a common practice. Hindu, Buddhism, everyone practice in India. What is different make them different is when they are supported by the bodhicitta, then it become path of the Buddhahood. Those practice. So that way, without the bodhicitta, wind channel bindu, how high advanced these days people really popular with a tumu meditation, clear light and those practice. I'm not saying they are not good, they are wonderful, but if you have a good foundation. Without a good foundation, they not become meaningful or useful. There's one saying is I don't know this mythical animal, mythical animal like called the snow lion. I don't know if it exists or not, but they are saying If you get the snow lion milk, if you put the ordinary pot will break. You need a precious pot to hold that snow lion milk. There's a saying in that one. That's the example. Same way, if you want to receive this really high and advanced teachings, you need a suitable vessel to receive that one. Without the suitable vessel, it cannot become that high and advanced one. Is a protective in your mind streams. So what is the suitable vessel? Is it when your mind is trained with the preliminary practice? Then your vessel is becoming, what called the favorable vessels. So that way, why is it preliminary practice is important? Especially in the Vajrayana, those like 6 yoga of Naroba. Actually, 6 yoga of Naroba is most of them are common practice with the Hindu and Buddhism. It's not going to give you guarantee to the liberation from that practice. Guarantee, not going to give you guarantee of reaching to the nirvana if not supported by the, particularly in the bodhicitta. So in the key of a Vajrayana practice is bodhicitta and emptiness. Make sense? So that way this preliminary practice, those 5 subjects, taking refuge, confessing wrongdoing, rejoicing for others' good deed, and generate a mind of enlightenment of the bodhicitta and dedication. These 5 subjects is a really essential point of the practice that make perfection of your practice. So these 5 subjects is really crucial to practitioner. You must need these 5. Okay, so with this thought, now you're visualizing same as a front of you, medicine Buddha's a mandala. So medicine Buddha is a really radiating wisdom light, vidriya color. Vidriya color means like a dark blue like this. This is called the vidriya color. And then radiating wisdom light, and medicine Buddha is adorned with the major and minor marks, and he's wearing the 3 Dharma robes called the Nirmanakaya form. And that this medicine Buddha is surrounded by all the Buddha and Bodhisattva of the 10 directions. Completely, your space is completely filled with this, all the Buddha and Bodhisattva and the lineage guru masters. All of them are front of you. Front of this, then you are taking these 5 perfections. I am helping you. Sometimes people think that you're receiving the empowerment and these things from the guru. Your guru is not giving you anything. Guru is helping you. With my help, then you can practice these 5 perfections. So now visualizing in the front of you this mandala of the medicine Buddha, and you join your hand at the heart. When you join your hand at the heart, thumb is put inside. This is called like holding the wish fulfilling jewel. So basically saying is don't go empty hand. So if you have a mala, you can hold a mala or anything. So if you have a flower or something, you can hold that one. Even you don't have anything, just put the thumb inside and visualizing this thumb is a wish fulfilling jewels. And with this, and you can repeat with me. Okay, so go back to the meditation of the visualization of the medicine Buddha's mandala in front of you in the space, and please repeat with me. Kuncho Somla Tajabchi Digba Mingi Sosorasha Drowe Gela Jeira Sangye Janchu Yijison Sangye Chodan Chochola Janchu Bardo Tagyapche Ranshin Dönyi Raptuchir Janchu Semni Gebargi Janchu Choji Semni Gegine Semje Tamche Taji Drondonyer Janchu Chocho Yung Jabargi Drola Pencher Sanje Dorsho Janchu Chocho Yung Jabargi Drola Pencher Sanje Dorsho Janchu Chocho Yung Jabargi Drola Pencher Sanje Dorsho. So, no, this is the preparation. Now we finish the preparation part of the initiation. Now this empowerment is called the Dharma empowerment. Generally, there's called two type of Dharma. Dharma as an offering and Dharma as an accomplishment. Accomplishment. So, which is mean the one is Dharma as an offering mean the food. The Dharma of the accomplishment, the deity's mandala. The Dharma have to be visualized as a deity's mandala, complete mandala within this Dharma. So then you receive empowerment. So how to visualize it as a Dharma? As a don't see as a Dharma. You see this the 3,000 universe. 3,000 universe, I think it's called the billion world system. So, like we normally in the Buddhism, is we call the 4 continent, 8 subcontinent, Mount Meru, Sun and Moon. This is count 1. This kind of 1 billion is called the billion system. Okay, so this whole, so when you visualize one particular Nirmanakaya Buddha, so you have to visualize whole this 3-fold billions universe as within this Buddha's Pure Land. Okay, so this 3-fold billion universe is become Mandala Palace. And in that palace, on the elephant throne, and the throne is supported by the carried by the elephant throne. On that top of the throne, it's called the lotus, and on the lotus, moon cushion. The lotus is like a 8-petal lotus, and that completely filled with a cushion as a moon. And on that moon cushion, hung syllable, dark blue, vidriya color, hung syllable. In this particular empowerment, they have a syllable as a hung, seed syllable. When that hung instantly transform to medicine Buddha, vidriya color, radiating wisdom light from the body, and this Buddha is totally adorned with a mature and manner mark, and he is wearing the 3 Dharma robes, sitting Vaja posture. Right hand is called the holding the Arura, the medicine, and left hand is holding the baking bowl with a full of medicinal nectar. Then from this medicine Buddha's forehead, white Om, at the throat, red A, at the heart, blue Hung. Then from the blue Hung radiate wisdom light toward the 10 directions. Particularly from the east, from this Jambudvipa east direction. There's called the Vidruya Pure Land. And from that Pure Land, particularly from that Vidruya Pure Land, many countless of a medicine Buddha's body, big as a mountain, small as an insect, countless of them, all different size. Countless of them manifest from there and dissolve to what you visualize in the, this called the Dharma as a mandala. Then dissolve to all those inviting and dissolve to the Dharma of the mandala of the medicine Buddha, what we just visualizing. Okay, with this visualization, can you light one incense? Oh, and same time, when you visualize in Dharma as a medicine Buddha, also yourself become identical medicine Buddha. You also become a medicine Buddha. So these two visualization is together. You front of the mandala, Dharma, become a completely medicine Buddha. Identical yourself also become same as a medicine Buddha. So this called both of them, same time, identically meditate. Tosundi Danando Jepotando Jobanando Ramboche, Debete da Bamanda da la Hoye Tenga Yuso Jobala Jumde de Mengila Bidrea was a Tudosha Colola Soba, Sambo Sunjuta in the Bicha Sambo Jebeko Choko Sunjilosha to Jironjishu. Chaye Choji Shaja Aurora Namba Java Lamanda Java Yuan Bidrea Lonza Duzekawa Yasha Jedana Zabade Om Jamba Togaho. Tokahonle was a dribble, Shaja Bidriana, Jeshingana Jumda, Mela Guchiwar, Razam, the Chua, Yunga, Rosam, Kawapuyu, Dorachan, Dujita, Kirana, La Sisi, the Timbara Jova, Mambanzo. So this inviting the medicine Buddha from the Pure Land of the Vidriya Pure Land and dissolve to the mandala of the medicine Buddha, also same time dissolve to you, countless of them, and become inseparable with your visualization beings. Sangye Menla la zoma le na enendre chenje chenje odos kenden den den de la wanjo go lonje seye baj sedu so omna mama go so guru de ko para se to ka de ara de sama sama de ta ta so samo ka de abe da abe chaya samo ko guru de ko para so one said the time best at that time said, and those wisdom beings become kind of like inseparable and with you. O dear Trambeza. Tormais, give me that. Yeah. So Dharma as a visualizing as a medicine Buddha. So from the medicine Buddha's forehead here in the crown chakra mandala, they're white in color. From the white in color it's like a moonshine, radiate the wisdom light, white in color, and dissolve at your forehead. And whole your body is completely filled with this wisdom light. Oh, the Toma said to Toma Mela Savatawana was a capo and the washaba the water, Jarana Jetawana Shulu, Tanjakashilu, La Tembra Conchi, she Jaza Jen, John Bedo, Yaye, Water, was it to be Jaboye, Boye, one George. Kaya ambichenza it's okay. Oh, kundo denga bango banda chayen duze menje lonsena duzo nese sangye menje bidru jaye weje tashi sho. By this, we receive the called the medicine Buddha's body initiation. And purifying all our physically sickness, obscuration, and unfavorable condition physically, and the body is purifying totally, and plant the seed of the nirvana kaya. Oh, de wu kui wang to lu ji na de she lu ji de kui lu ji de ba da de bu du gu sa ben sha ba yen no. Okay, then again, Dharma as a medicine Buddha. Also, you continually yourself also medicine Buddha. So from the Dharma's throat, called the throat chakra, there's a syllable, which is red in color, nature of enlightened speech. From the R, radiate the wisdom light. Like sunshine, red color like a sun ray, and dissolve to your throat, your meditation yourself as a medicine Buddha, and this light dissolve to your throat. And when it dissolves through your throat, whole your body is completely filled with this wisdom light, and meditate with that. Oh, yeah, Domalara se Dimba Ayima, Lewasa Mabonima, Shawata Botter, Jarana Jetamana Show, Tanjaka Dimba Timba, Conche, Jaza, Shene, John Bedo, Yaye, Jewata, was it to Wejaboye, Sonja, one George Anglo, Omanama. Molan jaje yonso da jobe yeshen nombo da bo shen de da son as Sangye Menla bidro jaye we je trashi. From this too, you receive the speech initiation or speech empowerment, and purifying all your speech negative karma and obscurations. And and pacifying all the harm and sickness and harm which is related to the speech, and plant the seed of a Samboka Kaya. O de nganji debada sunji wando ngala nebe nedeshe lonjo zogo saben shaba yen no. Now, continue yourself as a medicine Buddha and visualizing Dharma as a medicine Buddha from the Dharma's heart. There's a heart chakra, blue hung. And that radiating wisdom light from that hung syllable, blue light, and it dissolves through your heart chakra. And when it dissolves through heart chakra, your whole body completely filled with this wisdom light. Oh, ya doma mela sewe tukane wose tinga tambata bote kirana jinga shune lu tanje kashe nyingala tembara joma then after that is completely filled with your body and dissolve to the heart at the heart. Oi shi ja za shi ne jong be do ya ye re won da we se to we ja bo ye to je won jo jin ji lo o ma na ma pa ko ro bi re ko ba do de ge ma de ge de ma ka de shi da a de za ko ma ba ko ro bi re ko ba do de ge ma de ge from this tool, purifying all the impurity from your mind, and you receive the mind initiation of the enlightened, and all that is harmful or impurity or harmful that is related to your mind are purifying and the plane that the Dharmakaya Buddha seed. De yiji deba da to je wanja do sen la ne ben ne da debo chugo saben shaba ye no. Now Dharma is continually meditating on the medicine Buddha, and from all their places of the body, speech, mind, and radiate the multicolor from the forehead, white color, from the throat, red color, from the heart, blue color, from the navel, yellow color, from the sacred, green color. So this all the multicolor radiating from the medicine Buddha's, all those 5 places, and dissolve this multicolor at your navel, and through that to completely fill your body with this multicolor. Yang doma mela sebeb goya ne tanjene wose kama ting sen jangu jatsun shawata bocho kira namje tewa na shu liye tanje kanshin tembra hoi she ja za she ne jong we be do ya ye re wo da we se to we je bo ye wang jo yong zo jimbar o ma na ma ba ka wo de so ko ro Londan teba pechen de la so jungwa chenpo chopra joba ye nenje nyembo chaye arora menje jebo choje chashi sho. I'm sorry. From these two, then kind of even obscuration of the body, speech, mind are purifying and plant the seed of the Sauvipakakaya Buddha. Daya da beganze beganze ma beganze ranza samonga de sowa daya da beganze ma beganze ranza samonga de sowa Tayata bekanze ma bekanze ranza samoga deso Tayata bekanze ma bekanze ranza samoga deso Tayata bekanze ma bekanze raza samunga teso 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 Tayata bekanze ma bekanze ranza samunga ta bekanze ma bekanze ranza samunga deso Now there's called the blessing from the Dharma. Visualizing again this Dharma as a medicine Buddha. When this come to on your ground, from the medicine Buddha's heart, radiating the multicolor multicolor light from the Dharma of the medicine Buddhas, in inviting from the pure land of the medicine Buddhas, pure land of the Vidriya realm, all the medicine Buddha body big as a mountain and small as a sesame, all different size, many of them, countless of them, and that's a body, and the speech, symbol of speech as a mantra, like a om, hum, and also medicine Buddha's mantra. So those mantra, countless of them, garland of the mantra, manifest from the Pure Land, and dissolve to you. That's called as speech. The mind is a hand implement. What is the medicine Buddha's hand implement? Is a medicine Buddha's right hand is holding the arura tree, the medicinal tree, and left hand is holding the begging bowl. So the arura at the begging bowl full of a nectar, many of them, countless of them, like snow, what called the like when lots of snowfall, what call this?
Snowflake.
No, mini snow, like
Blizzard.
like blizzards, continue, countless of them manifest from the Pure Land and dissolve to your body, speech, mind. So this, all the medicine Buddha's body received all the body initiation or body blessings from the medicine Buddha's mantra. Seed syllable and a mantra garland is received the speech initiation and speech blessings, and from the medicine Buddha's hand implement like arura tree and begging bowls is received the mind initiation and blessing of the medicine Buddha. And this is a symbol of all these 8 sugatas blessing. And also you receive all their great vows they made when they are on Bodhisattva path. Each one make different. Particularly medicine Buddha made 12 great vows, and all their blessing of that vows is received to you. With this thought, I think maybe have to come one by one here. I have to recite this one. Okay, so please come here. Just here. Deje jeba chen leba yonda peje jebe jinji labje sanje rembo chetan dawa daro peme rabdo jeba jeba siji ta jebe jinji labje sanje se sante me jena wa du jojo be jinji labje sanje nyange menjo peje jebe jinji labje sanje chuta jezu yenji jinji labje sanje chuja zo choje logi number ba ngba jebe jinji sanje menjo le bitro we jebe jinji lo shisha wa shaje to be jinji labje jabe da kemru da chana do jela so ba janju samba chuju ji jinji lo samba chuju ki jinji labje samba da gejin da jebo chembo deshi da nuji ki de benjo mo khoda jebo sunji keban zoyeji Menla cheje khoda jebe dojo loma de la leda nyomo bete tiba tanje tabra zuji khoda nyasonji je gote je chobran zedo su donda geda baje tanje le tawra zedo su lungti beijing de bole juwe ne tanje shiwar zedo su timo yimbe chiwada jeka da genge ba tanje dobra zedo su tashi da de tanje peyewar zedo su namchi we ze sanje ji singa namba da ba jene nyundo sanje bar chingi la shi namamba ko de grupo de pawaran za ta da ta tam bekes ma bekes raza samon ka de kaya wa ka zi da sawa abi kenza om a hon so hwa come a little bit close to me. My arm is not that long. Oh, this Jeba San Lava Yunda Beji Jebechin of Sanjay Bochana Dabar Pemer of the Jemba Chabasi, and Jebechin of Sanjay Santi Marriage now to shoot of Chinjil of Sanjay and Mentor Beji Chinjil of Sanjay Shutajazo Chinjil of Sanjay Shuja to show you the number of Chinjil of Sanjay Mingila Pedre with Jebechin of Shijawashi to Bechin Jambe the Jump the Channel Dojelos of Chinjus of Chinjil of Samachuru, somebody Jezi Jabacham, Nuji, the Vecham Hota Jabasan Sushi Jabas the Melachi, Hota Jabatangelo Torgelo Mandela Net and Yomba the Debatan Jabrazado, called the Yasuji Jagotan towards Dona Gate and Bajet Angela Tavarzado, Lunchi Pekin, Dubala, you and Nancy, that you sure that do my imbichua the Jeka, King Tanja Dobrazado, Trashida de Letanji Perazado, Namchi with the Sanji Chinganamba, Yundu, Sanji Brachinjil of Georgia, and Namako, and Group of Power and Zeta, some of the Tada, Bakers, the Bakers, the Mabekers, the Bakers, the Razasamanga, the Kaya, and be Kaya Wakatsi, the Sawa, Abichan, Omahon, so. Melachi Jakota Jabatan Jiloma de la Lata, and you moment Jabatan Jella Tower Zados, Koa, and Yason Jakota Jabrazados, Dona Geta Pajeta, Tangela Tower Zados, Lunti Pegin to Bala, you were net and she was Zados to my image, what Tangeta Jacka. Kenya Batanja Dobrazados, Tashida de Letanji Perozados, Namchi, Sivets, Sanji Shinganamba, Sanji Virgin Lapchi, Namambago, the group of the Paparanza, Takade, some of the Titan, Beggars, Mambegas, Ranzasa Monga de Kaya, Kaya, Wakatsita, Sawa Abikins, Oma, so. Oh, Niji, the bench of Bokota Jabalo, Joloman de London, Latin, you move to Button Towers, Koa and Yasunji Jagotan, Chobrazatos, and I get a budget Angeles, Tower Zatos, Lunti Pegin, the village, you and Nathan Shore Zatos, do my Bechuata, the Cheka King, and Batanji Tobrazato, Tashida, the Letanji Perozatos, Namchi with the Sanji Chinganaba, and you to Sanji Virgin of Shinamaba, the group of the Parazata, some Titan, because the Mambegas, the Begas, Ranzasa Monga, Kaya, Wakatsida, Abichanza, Ahon, so. Koa the Yansongi, Jagotan, Shabrazatos, turn the gate and budget until the Torazatos, Lunti Begin to Village, you and Nathan Shorzatos, Tuma, Bichuatan, the Jacka, the Kenya Matanja Dobrazatos, Tashita, the Lepresentant Perozatos, Namchi with the Sanji Shinganaba, Genuine Sanji, Chingilatos, and Namaka, the group of the Paparanza, they are some Satai, Beggars, Mambegas, Beggars, Ranza, Monga, the Kaya, Wakachida, and Bicanza, so Bicanza, Oma, so. Oh, Melache, Kota Jabatamche, Dojoloman de la Lata, and you move to Button Zabrazatos, and Yasunki, what Angel Turbats. Turn I get a budget and the Tower Zatos, Lunti Pegin to Bella, you and Nathan Shorzatos, do my Bichuatan, the Jacka King, and Batanja Dobrazatos, Tashi, the Telepresentage, Perozatos, and Namchi with the Sanji Shinganamata, and you Sanji Vajiloshan, about the group of the Paparazata, are the summer Samatat, Beggars, Beggars, Mambegas, and Zasamanga, Kaya, Wakazeta, and Bichanza, Oma, Honso. Melachi Jakota Jabatan, Roman de la Debatan Towers of Koa, and Yasun Jawatan Shivans, turned and get a budget and Towers of Munti Pegin, Nathan Shivas, do my Bichuatan, the Jackapu and Yang and Tajato, Trashita, the Lepreson of Namchi was the Sanjing and the Union Sign, Namamako group of the Paparanzata, and there are some Titan Beggars, Beggars, Mambegas, and Samanga, the Kaya Wakazita, Sawa Abicans, Oma, so. Oh, Melachi, one of the Batan, then let you move to Batan Towers, Koa and Yasun, Jagotan, Shabazatos, then I get a budget until the Towers, Lunti Pegin, the village, and Nathan Short, do my Bichuatan, the Jacka King, and Batan Towers, Trashida, the Letan Japisho, Namchi, the Sanji Shingananda again, new to Sanji, but you know, the group of the Paparazata, and the Titan, Mamma, Kaya Wakazita, Sawa, Abijin, Mount so. Melachi Jacotan Jabatan, let you move to Batan Towers of Koa and Yasunji Jacotan Jabazatos, then turn I get a budget and Jalatos Lundi Pekin to Balaju and Nathan Jishuazatos, do my image what the Jacka King, Jackat and Kenya Batan Jabazatos, Tashita, the Letan Japazatos, Namchi with the Sanji Chiganaba, Sanji Virgin, and Mother Guru Paparazata. because mom because ranza samanga de kaya wakazi the sawa bichinza oma hon so ha oh mela chi ko da jaba tan loma doje loma de la le da nyumo de batan da warza to ko da nya son ji ko ta to ba za to na ge da ba ja tan ji la ta warza to lon de be jin to bala ju ne ta ji wo za tu mai me chi wo ta ji da ja ka ken nya ba tan ji da warza to ta shi da de le batan ji pe warza nam chi wo za san ji sing na do ju ne nyum san ji bar ji ji la to so tam nam mo da guru de pa pa ta ta ga ya za ta be ga me ga za ran za sa mo ga de kaya wa ka ji da sawa abi chen to ma hon so ha come closer Mela chi je khoda je ba dojo lo man de la le da nyomo be de ba tan je thawr je do so ko da nyen son ji je ko tan chuba je de na ge da ba je tan je le thawr je do so lun ti be jin do ba le ju ba ne tan ji sho je do so de ma yi be chi wo tan je je ga da gen yen tan je do ba je do so tra shi da de le tan je pyor je do so nam chi be san ji sing na ma da ba je ne nyun do san ji ba jin je lab ji je na ma ba ko da gur ba de ba ra za ta ta ga de ta tam be be ma ba ran za sa mong ga de ha re ne za om kaya wa ka ji da abi ken za om ma ho so ha amen
It's a process.
It's okay. Oh, mela chi je ko da je ba do je lo man de la le da nyumo be de ba tan je da bra za do so ko da nyen so chi je ko da je chuba za do so de na ge da ba je tan je la ta bra za do so lu ti be jin do ba la ju ba ne tan je shi wo za do so de ma yi me chi wo ta je je ka da gen ye ma tan je da bra za do ta shi da de le tan je pyor za do so nam chi we za san ji sing na ma da ba je nyun do san ji ba jin ju nam mo da ko be de ba bra za ta tam be ke be ran za sa ma ga de ka ya wa ga ji da sa wa mi chen do ma hon so ha oh mela je ko da je ba do je lo man de la da nyumo de ba tan je da bra za do ko da nyen so ji ko tan chuba za do na ge da ba je tan je la da bra za do so lun ti be jin do ba la ju ba ne tan ji shi wo za do so de mai me chi wo tan je da che ka ken ye ma tan je do ba za do ta shi da de le tan je pyor za do so nam chi wo za san ji sing na da je ne nyun do san ji ba ji nam mo ba ko da guru be de ba ra za ta ga de ar sam sam de ta be ke ma be ke ra za sam ga de ka ya wo ga ji da sa wa mi chen zo ma ho so ha Oma Sangye Menla che ko tan je ba dojo lo man de la da nyum de ba tan je da bra za so ko da nyen sun ji je ko tan je da bra za don na ge da ba je tan je da bra za so lun ti be jin do ba le ju ba ne tan je shi wo za do so tu ma yi be chi wo ta je da ge nyen je ka ta ge nyen ma tan je da ba za ta shi da de le tan je pyor za do so nam chi ba za san ji sing na da ge ne nyum do san ji ba jin je lo na mo ba ko de ko be de ba ra za ta ta ga de ta ga de ar sam sam de ta tam be ke ma be ke za ran sa ma ga de ka ya wo ga ji da sa wa bi chen zo ma ho so ha oh mela chi je ko tan je ba do je lo man de la le da nyum ba de ba tan da ba za to ko da nyen son ji je ko tan je de ba do na ge da ba je tan je la ta za to lun de be jin do ba la ju ne tan je shi wor za to so de mai be chi wo tan je da je ka da ke nyen ba tan je da ba za to ta shi da de le tan je pyor za to so nam chi ba za san ji sing nam da je ne yun do san ji ba ji je nam mo ba ko den guru be de ba ra za ta ta de ra sam da ta be ma be za ra za sam ga de ka ya abi wa ka chi da abi jin sa o ma hon so ha mela chi je khoda je ba dojo lo man de la da nyum de ba tan je tawr za do so ko da nyen so ji je ko chi ba za do so de na ge na ba je tan je la tawr za do lon de be jin do ba la ju ne tan ji shon za do so de mai be chi wa tan je da cha ka pe che ka da gen ya ma tan do ba za ta shi da de le tan je pe or za do so nam che za san ji sing na ma da ba jin na san je ba ji le ba na ma ba ko de ko bi de ra pa ba za ta ta do be ke ma be ke za ra za sa ma ka de ka ya wa ka chi da sa wa bi chen zo ma wo so ha oh
Mela Chi Kona Japato Gentleman and Leda Numa Japan Towns to Tokyo and Yasuki was the Dona Geta Budget and Towns of Lunti Page into Palaju and Neta Taji, she wants to do my image water, check out and Kenya Mataja to Satashita, the Levet and Japan, Namchi, the Sanji and Nanda, Ken and Sanji, but Jinja Loption, Namako, the group of the Paparata, some of the time because Mamaka Manga, the Kaya Wakati, the Sawa beaches of Oma, so. Don't see it. Namaka Melachi, Japan, Gentleman, and Numa Tanja Towers to support and Yasuki, don't get a budget until the Towns of Lunti Page into Palaju and Nathan, she was to suit my image, which was a check I came and Batanja Towers to Tashita, the Letanja Perza, Namchi was a Sanji and Nanda, and Sanji, but you love Namaka, the group of the Paparazza, they are some of that. Beckers and Beckers and Mam, Beckers and Beckers, and someone got the Kaya Wakati, the Sawa beaches of Oma, so. Okay. Oh, the Melachi Jacotan Jabba Dojo Lomandana Lada, Newman Better Batanja, Jacoa, and Yazo and Jovan. Don't I get a budget and she wanted to so Lunti Page into Balaju and Hannah, she wanted to do my image water the Jacka, the Kenya Batanja Tashita, the letter and Japero, Namchi was the Sanji Shinganamba Tabajan and Yundo Sanja Bachinjil, Namamba, the Gurubitria Paparza, Takaya, some of the death on Beckers and Beckers, Mam Beckers and Beckers, and some of Kaya Wakazi, the Sawa, Abikins, Oma. So, oh, Yamandabo, Maria Membaze, Dawadabo, Yamanduaze, Dusones, Sangye Menla, Bidroya, okay, now, thank you. Now it's called the mantra transmission. First, you visualizing, you offering to the medicine Buddha's mandala, garland of the flower. So with this visualization, and repeat with me. Chomde, Taji, Sunglaji, Tala, Gowar, Zedus, Chomde, Taji, Sunglaji, Tala, Gowar, Zedus, Chomde, Taji, Sunglaji, Tala, Gowar, Zedus. Now you visualizing as a medicine Buddha, also from the Torma as a medicine Buddha, and from the mandala of the Torma's medicine Buddha's heart manifests as a garland of the mantra. It's in Bitruya color, that's like dark blue color, and enter through your mouth. And enter through your mouth to at the heart, and at the heart on the hung syllable and surrounding with the mantra, and it dissolve that mantra of the garland which manifests from the Guru, the Guru Pitruya of the mandala, and become inseparable with this. And you have to repeat with me. Lobenda dije dugane langre shumanda boje charana je shedu shuren duga huandar ko parangal ko langa de jende zu tayata bekanze maha bekanze raja samungade soha tayata bekanze maha Bekanze, Raja, Samungade, Swaha, Tayata, Bekanze, Maha, Bekanze, Raja, Samungade, Swaha. Okay. Then that visualizing the mala garland as adorn on your crown, and with the repeat with me. Chomde, Dila, Zelaje, Dila, Gora, Zedusu, Chomde, Dila, Zelaje, Dila, Goa, Zedusu, Nanjungu, Zedusu, Nubotama Zedusu, Tushutama Zedusu, so. The Shishiba Mangela Bituria Wajabo Gelada Malam Jekatinam Loma Dena Gelada Dina La Tata Jino Jubaji Omosuba de Tambaza Yeso awesome. Ishichin Drogula said to Chichin Drogula Nyo to Sonasa Sangye Menla Bituria Yewaji. So with this, you receive the medicine Buddha's empowerment is complete. Now, from the now on, you you have to make the commitment of until complete enlightenment. This medicine Buddha's name mantra. If it is possible, maybe hundreds for each. If not, then maybe 21. Unless 7 times per day I'm going to recite. If you do that one and protect you from the all kind of unfavorable disease, and one in this life protect you from the unfavorable disease and evil spirit harm, and in the future, in the next life, you will be not going to reborn in the lower realm. But even you are reborn in the lower realm, because of the heavy negative karma, you will be liberated from the lower realm to quickly, like King Ajatashatru. King Ajatashatru, he killed his father, and because of that way, his mother also died, and both of them are arhat also. So he committed the heinous crime. Because of the purification and the practice dharma, he stay only in the hell realm. It's called the like ball bump, So that way one bounce only that long. So that reason, even we have a heavy negative karma, because of that way can be reborn in the lower realm, but not going to be remain there for too long. And then once you reborn in the higher realm, and immediately you will have interest on the dharma, and you have interest on the faith to the dharma, interest on the dharma, and you will meet with all the favorable condition to receive the teaching and practice, and quickly accomplishing to the medicine Buddha's state of the medicine Buddha. With this, now here's repeat. Zoe, Jidara, Kazeba, Deda, Tamje, Dajiji, Dene, Zamde, Dadendo, Kela, Dane, Bulana, Keji, Lomara, Songaji, Chaye, Jane, Jedosu, Chaye, Jane, Jedosu, Chaye, Jane, Jedosu. Then, so now here called the mandala offering, called the appreciation. So basically saying it's to the deity of the medicine Buddha and the Guru who perform the ritual, saying is thank you so much. So this appreciation, you have to offering one mandala. So please recite the mandala.
Page 6. Sashi Kocho
Choshe mendo dhan riro leje nyende jambande sanje shenla mende bewaye drogo namda shendo chuba isho idam goro rana mendal paditza soha. Okay, then you do the shorter dedication. Somebody Tashi de Janan. Sangye Menla da ji ji da na ni do sangye shin do na me ji shin do ba si ji do ma se ne do ba chue je ju sangye yang do do so se je ta ji ji do so ta to ba ye do se je ma no ba ko ma ju sangye do se je ma ba ye je ta je ma do ko do sam ba de ya de ji da da ko ji ji do da da ko ji ji do de ya do da se do su shi be ya ta ji mo ka na chu ta ma da da ji so ba de ku ji sa ba sa ji ku su ni be je lo da chue mi ji de be je lo da ji mi ji de be ji lo ko ju ku ju su ji da ma da sangye da ji ju so ma tham ji ji lo so yin so ba nga de ma chu yi na ma da sangye mi je ba da ji ta da ko da tham ji ji do so do sa ba de be je ba zo de da da se ji da yu do la na ma ma yan da ba zo be ji je ra ma ji do che che ji ma ko na ko so tu ji ji do la si ji re se lo so lo ma na be mo 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 na be mo
Through this realm encircled by
Snow cover mountain, you are the source of every benefit.
without exception.
Tenzin Yazo, you the honor, the owl, the shore. May you remain satisfied for 100 embodiment of the three precious jewel Pemapane, who hold the teaching of the victorious one, seeing all the goodness meaning with the wisdom eye. May you who are the spontaneously establishing activity live long for 100 galvas. Noble Majushri, the Lord of the speech, who manifests the whole the teaching of the Triple Jam, who raised the lamb of the sage's teaching, may you who are the light of the Dharma live long for 100 galvas. The one knowing in the holy land of Arya Deva, emanate into the dark, clean, eastern Tibetan Chudimba, the heart son of Jidin Gombo. May the life of glorious guardian remain satisfied for 100 eons. In this age of the Sirab, you are the Victoria teaching of the hardship. Through his hardship, Vajra contact, he take heart of the heavy responsibility of the unspecced teaching. May the guardian, the son of the teaching, the live long. You are the richly endowed with the glorious wealth of the Dharma knowledge, who throughout reflecting, the meditating, the actualize the self-aware absolute reality, the shine with 100,000 light ray of ethical discipline with the Dharma. May you Kenja Rana Daza live long. By power of the wealth of our devotion and the virtue, and of the deity of the three dream, the guardians, may the life of the Guru, precious protector, be from him. This is action selected. Mani bene ole, Om